let's watch this video. So this is a like 2-minute clip from Fear Factor. I love Fear Factor. I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan and all the things he does. So it's fun to go back and get a little nostalgic view of Fear Factor back in the day, because if you don't remember, toward the later seasons, it got really fucking gross and nasty. So this video is called Donkey Juice.
You could have absolutely won every single Fear Factor if you had gone out for it.
And especially in the competitive scene with the I just go 10 times over. I mean, I'm like, really? That was like a show I watched and always wanted to be on, but it kind of came out when I was, doing things in life where I wasn't really looking at that. It wasn't no YouTube around or whatever, but new Fear Factor. I'm going to be on the next America's Got Talent in the trial stage. I was supposed to be on this year, but another guy beat me out in the eating category, and they banged him out. And the dude came back because an intern brought it to a person, and now he went from one show where I was on to AGT, and he goes, dude, do stand-up comedy. I guarantee you'll go past the whole meeting everybody in the audience, and you'll be itinerary right to semifinals before they go in front of the judges. So many rounds, but I'm going to put it together, a good stand-up comedy routine, rip on the judges the first time, and at least get to the semifinals. Cut me there. I got 100,000 YouTube subscribers from it, but we don't care about subscribers. It's about TV and internet spots that are in syndication forever, guys. I know I sound like a Looney Tune, but just stick with me and everything will be fine, Woody. And I don't know if you got all the questions you wanted out today, but I gotta just say goodbye, and I'll come back some other day.
Time to go?
Yeah.
It's a sad goodbye. Thank you so much for coming on.
It's not goodbye. It's farewell.
Yeah.
Then let's watch these girls drink donkey cum.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't want to watch
that's what
that.
it is. Oh, come on. She drinks 32 ounces of donkey cum. And
all right, fine, I'll watch it.
And I think it's like her twin sister. I think her twin sister drinks like 20 ounces of donkey piss. And they're in these big beer mugs. And Joe Rogan is like, come on, you can do it. But really, he's like, oh my God. It's just pretty good. So let's watch this donkey juice video. Because, come on, it's only like a minute long.
All right.
I'm ready to go on the donkey cum video.
Yep.
Well.
3, 2,
so hold on 9
1.
seconds. Sorry about that. 3, 2, 1, play. So I started at 0. We all did, right?
Yep. Oh my God, I haven't seen the show in so long.
For the Fear Factor juice stand, and this is what we'll be serving: donkey semen. Oh my God!
He's got a big like Kool-Aid pitcher, like from the Kool-Aid commercial, full of cum and piss.
And you will throw your horseshoe towards that pin.
These chicks are really hot, by the way. Are they twins?
I don't know.
I think they might. Yeah, if they're not twins, they could be. Like they're both hot, like fit, like long brown hair, like really fit, like midriff showing, and like gym shorts.
The same too, right?
Yeah, they're dressed identically. They're both hot, and they both did a terrible job. They're right into it, drinking the piss and cum.
Look at her God. You're burping it up.
And she's killing that cum.
You can't do it. Bryn's almost done.
Oh, it's so thick.
Bryn's done. Bryn's done. It's all on you.
She's got like, she drank all the cum, and the cum's all over her like sports bra. The cum's on her mouth.
It's the hardest thing I ever had to watch.
Can I puke now?
Yes, you can puke now.
What's
you girls
you
are
waiting
awesome.
for?
You girls are monsters.
I'm done. Nope.
The guys are drink it now.
Fuck you.
The guys are drink it now.
Let's see these twins. Oh, man, who? I'd be really upset if I was the cum guy and my twin got pee.
Really? I totally prefer the cum.
Pee. The cum is going to be thick and viscous, and you have to gulp it down like 100% food.
See, I guess it's to me like, well, cum is meant to be swallowed, and pee is not even a food.
No. Neither is a food, and they both came from Twinkies.
Oh, don't cum.
Say it again.
I said donkey cum is not meant to be swallowed.
Well, I mean, it's just donkey cum. That's the only variable in there. Otherwise, it's supposed to be swallowed.
Did you see at the end right there where Joe was like, "Oh, you have to finish this last little bit," and there was like maybe like an eighth of a load of donkey cum in the bottom, and she just had to go, and she'd already like been over the bucket like, and she just goes, picks it up, and you can see in her eyes, you can see the second where she's like, "I just drank this whole amount of cum, and now I got to polish it off," and so she just goes, just kind of like half vomits as she pours the remaining ejaculate down her throat. That's horrific, and that is not worth. Thinking back, $50,000 is the prize. Sort of grievous financial trouble are these people in, where they need $50,000. Unless a gangster is going to break your kneecaps when you get back from your Fear Factor trip, like I feel like you get there and they're like, "All right, you're going to guzzle donkey cum." They're like, "Oh, really? Last episode they ate some earthworms, so I'm fucking out. See ya."
After you divide that in two and pay your taxes, they're each taking home about 20 grand. Because they're a team, right? Do they get 50 grand each? Or 50
yeah. They could get a brand new, lightly used Honda Civic.
Because actually, no. So I'm not positive about this, but it was always 50 grand, I think. So I think on that's like the special edition that they did in the later years, where that was either siblings or twins or something like that. So I think they changed the prize money when they do that. So it's like $100,000 episode or something, because it's like groups.
Rogan was amazing at that. Only he could have done that show the way he did. Like, he would be a psychologist in the way that he would talk people into doing it. And it wasn't like, do it, you're a pussy, right? Every middle schooler can do that. It was like, you know, they would have to admit that they're a quitter. And, you know, like there was a certain defeat and shame that came with not drinking donkey cum or whatever it was they were going to do. Like,
Have you seen when they ate the cave spiders?
I'd like to see that.
They're alive. They're alive cave spiders.
Let's see if there's a small clip of that one. That sounds more palatable.
I just watched.
You know that it's a bad thing they were eating and drinking if eating a live spider is more palatable.
It's not the stunts are cool, but it was really Joe talking them into the stunts or making leery people ready to do it. That was the neatest part of the show to me.
Well, basically, like, he had that same tonality that, like, you remember playing second grade soccer, and it didn't matter who won, and all the parents knew that, but the coach, who was usually just the dad who was the most into it, is there like, "Yeah, you got it, like, keep going, come on, you got it, like, run ahead." And it was like, even as a kid, you're like, you know it didn't matter, but it was like, well, I don't want to let anybody down. Like, I want to try my best, like, make the coach proud. Of course, not me. I hated soccer. I was terrible. But that's what Joe Rogan does. He kind of takes it away from, like, "Oh, come on, you can't handle it," into, like, "You can do it. Only a little bit more cum left. That can't be more than 6 ounces of cum. Now it's no more than 4 ounces. You got it. You got it. You're a cum drinker." Like that.
All right. So what's really cool about this clip, it's 1 minute long. Look at Joe's. So Joe, it's exactly what you guys are talking about. He's pumping the girl up, convincing her to eat the spider. Look at his face, though, when she actually does eat the fucking spider.
All right, ready, set, play. I hope it's what I see, where Joe gets her to convince herself. We'll see what we get here.
You guys are gonna have to eat these African cave-dwelling spiders.
They're hideous.
Oh, those are atrocious.
Oh, they didn't
got,
show
like,
the...
appendix.
Right there. Forget about it. Grab it.
Grab it and keep going.
Grab it.
He's not telling her to think about it.
That's it. Get it. Do it. Just chew it. Just chew it once. There you go. Bite it. Chew it
Look at that black guy. You can't believe
Jesus Christ.
Oh, when they're scared of something and he psychs them up for it, that's to me the genius in the show.
The worst part of Fear Factor was when they would take a break from, like, the spiders and donkey juice and be like, this challenge, you have to do this super scary trampoline onto a zip line. And that was always shitty. I hated that part about the show. The only entertaining, compelling part was the eating and drinking of horrible fluids and bugs. Or they had to lay in bugs. Sometimes they'd put that, like, Saw. If you ever saw, like, Saw 2, where they have those boxes with, like, razor wire in it. Yeah. This was that same kind of box with no razor wire, but it was just a a cube over your head that you could see through and everybody could watch. You had goggles on, and then they just come over and summarily dump like 10,000 centipedes on your head, and then it was just a close-up cam of you going for like 15 minutes as Joe was standing next to you going, "Come on, don't give up, you got it, it's crawling on your face, not gonna hurt you, it's all right." That's what it was. You didn't like it?
No. Look, that reality show that we did in my backyard that Sam won, the prize money for that was the same fucking thing. Like, fuck all that shit, man. I'm not drinking donkey cum. I'm not doing that stuff. It's outrageous. It was not, you're right, it wasn't nearly enough money for the awful, like, scarring things that they would sometimes do. There's a whole montage of, like, Fear Factor quitters, and he'll really make fun of them sometimes, because sometimes it's just a really pretty girl who, like, got through the process, however. There's one of them, it's twins again, and they've got huge boobs, and they have to swim through this like tunnel of water, and it's really claustrophobic, and she's just like, she like touches the water, and she's like, nah. He's like, you're just quitting? You're just quitting? She's just quitting, everyone. Look at her. She's quitting. He's like, you're the worst contestant I've ever seen. She won't even try it. And she didn't. She was like, no, fuck off.
Did you see it where than other ones? Like, I have more respect for her for going, okay, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, you're not going to do it? No. I already told you I'm not going to. I'm an adult. I don't need a new Ford Fusion that fucking bad. Screw you. I'm not doing this. Whereas other people are like, I'm not drinking this horse cum. He's like, oh, you're not going to drink it? Look at this. Steve doesn't want to drink a little bit of cum. A little bit of cum is going to turn Steve off this $50,000 prize. And he's like, well, I guess if he's put it like that. He starts that like the way that he would convince some people was almost like reminiscent to like date rape. Like he Bill Cosby'd people into it. Like, oh, you can't give up now, baby. Like, oh, you gotta win that money. You're gonna go home a loser? Oh, what are your friends and family gonna think when you go home a loser and they say, oh, Samantha, you couldn't drink just half a quart of orangutan shit? You couldn't just drink half a quart of it? You know, little Johnny's in the hospital. He needs help with his medical bills, and you couldn't muscle down a little bit of primate poop.